Hello guys, I want to use this opportunity again to continue our discussion on terrorism in Nigeria and West Africa at large. In this particular subject, I know I have done two videos in the past. I talk about the first one, I talk about why Nigeria should be afraid, and I gave my reasons. The second one, I talk about their source of funding, how to fund their operations, and which I hammered one thing hammered that their main source of funding is through kidnapping for ransom. Today, I want to talk about the reasons why I say that kinetic action alone will not stop terrorism in Nigeria. And this particular subject, I will discuss it giving three reasons. One is that military operations in Nigeria particularly has limitations. Apart from equipment, that is resources, the major issue about military operation in Nigeria in regards of, fight against the insurgents or terrorists is because of basic infrastructure like roads. You can see exactly how big some of the military hardwares are. Like you see those equipment displayed by the rescue team that the government said that went to rescue the teachers and children or pupils in Oyo that were kidnapped some months back. One of the equipment they display is called the mines resistant armored personnel, MRAP. You see how big it is, that's how heavy it is. There's what is called road classification, bridge classifications. A whole lot of bridge supposed to be built to be able to withstand the weight of these military assets, the tanks, the MRAP, and other heavy military equipment. However, it is sad to tell you that apart from the bridges you see along the highway or express, the way we call, many other bridges you see in the communities or towns that lead to the camps of the insurgents will not be able to withstand this equipment. Especially all these bridges that were built by local government chairman, councillors, you will see in those communities, because you will not see federal government presence in most of these communities. No, you will not see. So many times military commanders are tasked to go for clearance operation in this place. Their equipment will got stocks before they even get close to the camp. That's one of the limitations I'm talking about. I will not talk about that limitation because of security issues. Now, the second one, which I so think that is what government can do. I talk about recruitment. Because there are these terrorists easily recruits people in Nigeria. That's why they are growing in Nigeria. That's why they are growing in other 8 West African countries. They are, causing a whole lot of mayhem. Because according to, report I read, 87% of terrorist attacks in 2026 happened in Africa. So it's because they recruit easily. If all this while, since 2014, we started facing this issue, that government has, taken education as priority so that people will be aware, so that we tell people this is how they operate, this is who they are, this is what they're looking for. If a whole lot of Nigerians are aware, most of them, directly or indirectly, may not join them. Many of them they recruit came from this Almajiri system. What do? They indoctrinate the malam that runs the masjid. The malam just gave these children to them, and they will indoctrinate them. Yes, I know that sometimes they coerce people, but I'm just telling you, this is basically how they operate. And if they find it difficult to recruit, before you know, you can't say army kills a whole lot of them. But army kill 10, they recruit 30. They grow more in strength. If they find it difficult to recruit people, before you know, they run thin. What would they do? They run away from Nigeria. The third one is culture. I can tell you that why ISWAP or whatever terrorists, operating in Nigeria, why they prefer to have their base in North, and because of the culture there, helps the operation. If they move to Southeast or where they can easily be isolated, the way they can operate freely, they will run away from Nigeria. So Nigeria government needs to do more, more of awareness campaign to tell especially the people in the North that no, these people are not part of us. These people are not really Muslim. These people came to kill all of us. Nigerians are patriotics, very, very. But so many of us are too ignorant, that we think, okay, everybody that say Allah Akbar is part of us, a whole lot of people. Or to say, okay, we are not looking for you, a whole lot of Nigeria government has to do a whole lot of things. If people are aware, a whole lot of people will refuse them help, refuse them, logistics, refuse it. Some Nigerians see that supplying them gas or supplying them provision or supplying them medical supplies are business. Many Nigerians are thinking that way. Oh, it's business. If they are aware that those things are not business, a lot of people will not do it. People can do it, but a whole lot of people will not do it. If all these three things are done concurrently, I believe that a time that is not far from now, these people will run away or run thin or be destroyed. Thank you.